welcome to Feather and Fin.
It's been a staple in the community for decades, a restaurant locals just can't get enough of.
They say I'm gonna turn into a chicken because I eat it every day.
Every day it's that good.
Pretty much.
So this is the process.
A process that starts with what they call a milk wash. And what most wonder about, well, what exactly makes your mouth water when you bite into the chicken?
We have a unique spice blend. And it's, unique to us and it's patented.
A unique blend that's also top secret.
It's been a secret for 50 years.
And whatever that secret is, it keeps folks coming back for more, calling this place one of the best in Hampton Roads for your perfect fried chicken.
I've been coming here for the last 6-7 years.
It's different from other establishments in the area.
Perhaps it's also the consistency in every batch of chicken.
Okay.
Wow.
It looks nice and crispy and golden brown.
That people enjoy each time they come in.
Yeah, it tastes fresh.
Feather and Fin has been run by the Roberts family since 1991. That's when Tim Roberts' father, Martin, bought the business. He retired 3 years ago, and Tim has been running things ever since.
Everyone around here knows who we are, and they know that we sell the freshest fried chicken around.
So of course, I had to see what all the hype was about.
So here we have my first piece of Feather and Fin chicken. I'm getting ready to take a bite into golden and crispy.
All right, y'all go.
That breading.
And I see why people keep on coming back.
Ticket 218.
Sometimes there are just no words needed to describe this kind of bliss. The images alone speak measures. The smiles, the tears, the dancing, the jumps for joy.
I want my daddy.
All a reflection of overwhelming happiness as these families reunite with their heroes after 8.5 months apart.
Really excited. It feels surreal. It's been a long time. We missed him to death. It's just, it's like butterflies, like the first day of school. I'm feeling really excited because my daddy is finally coming home.
Just can't wait to see that boat come across the horizon over there.
At about 9:30 this morning, the wait was over. The USS Ramage pulled into Pier 5 at Naval Station Norfolk. The warming feelings of much anticipated first kisses and first hugs.
It's awesome.
For some, a loving gaze into their newborn baby's eyes as they got to hold them for the very first time.
I can't describe it.
Undescribable feeling.
I've waited a long time.
And for one dad,
I'm due tomorrow.
he's getting back just in time for one of life's most precious moments.
It means the world. I just know that God made it happen.
Adrian will give birth to her son with her husband right by her side.
I was praying that he would wait for me, and he did.
These families bearing this morning's sizzling heat, sweat and tears, all in the name of love.
I love you, Daddy.
It's complete now. So I'm excited to have my family together.
This is what we do this for, and I love my son and my wife, and it's good to be back with them all.
In Norfolk, Stefania Coley, News 3.
If you're a foodie in Hampton Roads, you've probably heard of Todd Jurek. He's been cooking up delicious food in the Tidewater area for 40 years, so he knows what he's doing when it comes to Restaurant Week.
We've been doing Restaurant Week since the inception, which I'm not even sure when that was, but it's been a lot of fun through the years. We enjoy having the chance to take care of our regular customers as well as bringing in a lot of new customers. And it's just a more of an event than even a good deal. People just come out to be seen, and so it's a lot of fun.
A place to be seen and a place to get some really good food with a menu that's always changing to fit what's fresh.
Our duck, it's just a seared maple leaf duck with farro mushroom risotto, so you get that woodsiness flavor with it, and then we finish it with some fresh cherries with Armagnac and some Vincota, which is a aged southern Italian balsamic vinegar.
I've never had duck.
Well, there's a knife and a fork right there if you want.
Bon appetit.
Bon appetit. That is good. Another dish people keep coming back for?
Our tomato salad, homegrown heirloom tomatoes from Connie Weiss in Virginia Beach, and pretty much an exclusive, and they're just wonderful. We make our own mozzarella, and it's served warm with olive oil, sea salt, and some fresh basil, so that's hard to resist.
And it's hard to resist these great Restaurant Week deals. Todd Jurek's Bistro is open for lunch and dinner, and he says you need to come check it out.
We're the best.
That's it.
That's it.
That's why you gotta come here. You heard the man. Get out and try Downtown Norfolk Restaurant Week. There's only a few more days. In Norfolk, Mackenzie Walter, News 3.
That's some beautiful pea shoots that we usually garnish the salad.
It is beautiful. Blaine, I know you love it. I love it. We had to bring it outside for our last hit, you guys. 219 Bistro, perfect place to end our long week of Downtown Norfolk Restaurant Week. We came in, we talked to Chef. He's telling us all of the great things that they've got going on this Restaurant Week menu. Everything that you come here and you get and love on a regular basis, they've got that for a special price this week.
It's typically, menu selections that the people love to come in and get, and they come in on Restaurant Week and they get a little bit better deal on them.
A pretty great deal. 219 Bistro is offering $12 two-course lunches and $35 three-course dinners all week long.
We have our black and tuna tacos with seasoned rice, sweet chili slaw, our veal meatloaf with mashed potatoes, green beans, and mushroom bacon gravy.
Yum. And if Chef were doing the ordering...
The meatloaf is definitely one of my favorites, but I mean, you can't go wrong with any of the choices.
Everything's good?
Everything's great.
Everything's great, from the food to the atmosphere.
I feel like we have some of the best food in Norfolk here, but specifically our location is great. We have a beautiful patio, fans blowing. It's nice to sit out and just watch the people go by.
I'm Allison Mechanic in Newport News, where police were called out again to this Metro PCS store. They say that last week they were called out here for a robbery, and last night they were called out here for an attempted robbery. However, this time this person was not able to take anything from the store. Instead, they left on a stretcher. The surveillance cameras outside the Metro PCS store on J. Clyde Morris Boulevard in Newport News show a man walking into the store last night and then nearly 20 minutes later being wheeled out on a stretcher. According to Newport News police, the man seen walking into the store tried to rob it. They say he was armed with a handgun and had his face covered. But instead of walking out with any merchandise or money, the man was taken out on a stretcher after police say the store's employee shot him with his own gun and stopped the robbery.
The store owner had every right to defend himself and his store from somebody coming in trying to take what he owns.
Curtis George lives near the cell phone store. He was shocked to hear about the attempted robbery and shooting last night, but believes the employee did the right thing.
You work hard every day. You go to work to try to provide for your family and have, decent stuff and property. And the last thing you want is somebody coming in and trying to take it from you that you worked hard for.
Now he's hoping that this will make people think twice before committing a crime.
And that's sad, and hopefully this time, unfortunately the guy did get shot, but hopefully he'll learn something if he survived, and he won't come back and try to rob anybody else.
Newport News police say the suspect was brought to the hospital last night for his injuries. They have not said what his current condition is or his name. I'm standing in the 900 block of Suburban Parkway, where earlier today police say they found a dead male, not inside one of the apartments, but outside in this vicinity right behind me. Thanks to a call from a concerned citizen, Portsmouth police are currently investigating their third homicide this year.
This morning at 10:13, we received a phone call for a suspicious situation. According to the caller, they believe that they may have found a deceased individual out here.
Once police arrived on the scene, they found a dead male outside this apartment complex. Police say they immediately began investigating the death as a homicide. In a press release, police identified the victim as 21-year-old Terrence Johnson of Portsmouth. They say he had an apparent gunshot wound when they arrived on the scene. Not only is this the third homicide for Portsmouth this year, but this is the second homicide investigation in the Marsh Landing apartment complex. Have you ever seen something like this before, police investigating a death in your neighborhood?
Yes, because not too long ago it was one down the street.
It's a sad situation overall. Another, I won't say typical case of mankind's inhumanity to man, but it's either way you look at it, it's sad. A life has been lost, and probably needlessly also.
In the neighborhoods, it's just like you gotta live where you live. Stuff happens.
Do you feel
I'm sorry for it though. I don't want it to happen. I wish that on no one, but I don't know.
Rip currents, waves, and ever-changing surroundings. There's a big difference between swimming here and here.
Just because you're a strong swimmer in the water doesn't mean you're a strong swimmer in the ocean.
Meredith Young wants your kids to know how to handle the elements that come with open water.
The concepts of teaching someone how to get out of a rip current in a safe manner versus just verbally telling someone. I'm going to show them. And we live by water. We live by the ocean. It's just a vastly important concept to understand.
She's created Swim Safe, a company that's bringing ocean safety lessons into the pool, where she can actually show children how to react when facing any dangers that could come up while playing in the ocean.
You can talk to a kid till you're blue in the face, but if you visually interact with them and show them, your landmarks are this. You need a home point, you need a swim safe point, you need to know how to identify a rip current, and then you need to know how to signal for help and then what to do after that.
Right now, the Swim Safe lessons are held at oceanfront hotels, where they can teach not only locals, but any vacationers who may not live near an ocean how to handle the water.
I want to make a swim safer nation. That is what I really want to do with this company. I want to be along the East Coast. I want to reach as many people as possible. And that literally leads to you swim safe for one day, and you can swim safe for a lifetime.